If you love a woman and she doesn't seem to love you back, what can you do? I mean, it's quite frustrating, right? Getting rejected is no fun at all. It makes us feel weak and unworthy. To a guy, there's nothing more hurtful than a rejection from the woman we love. It's true. What's even worse is that you're already in a relationship with her and you feel she is falling out of love with you. And you feel that if you do nothing now to fix the situation, you're at the risk of losing her for good. Well, guess what? There's one thing you can do to reverse the situation, and it's this: ignore her. And this works whether she's someone you want to attract, or if she's already your girlfriend or wife. This technique, what we call the golden hammer of attraction. It's the trump card you hold that will turn the tables in your favor. It's true. I've got to warn you though. This technique is tremendously effective in reigniting a woman's attraction to you, and yet it comes with a severe pitfall if not done the right way. In fact, when done the wrong way, guess what? It destroys relationships and marriages instead of improving them. They make the mistake of overdoing it and pushing things past the point of no return. I'm sure you don't want to make that mistake, right? Yes? I mean, it would be pretty stupid to ignore a woman you love and you lose her forever. And yet, that's what happens to guys who use this technique wrongly. They have no clue about where and when to pull the brakes, and they drive off the cliff without even knowing it, and that's tragic. Want to avoid this mistake? Okay, here's what you should do. I want you to listen up because this is important. In the next few minutes, I'll show you the right way to ignore a woman. Do it the right way and you can turn things around and make her fall in love with you again. Do it the wrong way and you'll kiss your chances with her goodbye. Before I show you the right way to ignore a woman to get the results you want, here's one thing to understand. Ignoring a woman works because it's based on age-old reverse psychology principles. And guess what? Reverse psychology can inflict a devastating blow on the female mind. Few women could stand a cold shoulder treatment by a guy. It's true. Now, here's the good news. Today, you'll learn from me how to exploit this little flaw in the female mind and force a woman to chase you back. What do you think? Sounds good? Yes? Good. Before I reveal the correct way to use reverse psychology on a woman, do this for me. At the bottom of this video, there's a like button which you want to click. Click like and you'll help me reach other guys like you on YouTube. After all, we're in this together, yes? So click the like button now because you're a good guy. Have you clicked like? Yes? Good. Let's continue. Now, let's talk about the biggest mistake that guys make when they try to ignore the woman they want to attract. What's this mistake? Well, the mistake is this: taking things too far. When you decide to ignore your woman, guess what? She will be taken by surprise, because it's unlike you, right? I mean, before this, you try to please her in everything you do. You'll drop everything you do just to be with her. She's the center of your universe, and your life revolves around her. And then without warning, you're giving her the cold shoulder. Of course, this will startle her. A million scenarios would pop up in her head. She might even get a little pissed off. And that's 100% natural, and you should expect this. Give her the silent treatment and she will not have a choice but to react. She will bombard your phone with missed calls and texts. For the first time in your relationship, you feel powerful, because the tide is shifting in your favor now, right? Now, at this point, it's tempting to keep ignoring her. Getting a woman to chase you instead is quite fun. Especially when you've been the one who has been doing all the chasing all this while, yes? Here's where I must caution you. Every woman has her limit. If you push things too far, you will lose her. Trust me on this. Playing mind games is alright once in a while, but overdoing it will destroy your relationship. It's important for you to understand this. Don't make her suffer for nothing, okay? Next, let's shift gears and talk more about the power of ignoring a woman. Here's a simple thought experiment. I want you to imagine 3 guys and their women. Let's call them Tom, Dick, and Harry. Tom is the typical loyal boyfriend and puts his woman ahead of his own interests. She is on Tom's mind all the time. He is always at his girlfriend's beck and call. If you ask him about his life purpose, his answer would be this: making my woman happy. Now consider the second guy. Dick, true to his name, is a real dick to his girlfriend. Dick does nothing but ignore his woman. To him, his woman is there to serve him, and he doesn't care if she leaves him. Why? Because Dick thinks he can replace her. and when she needs Dick, he is never around. Harry, the third guy, somewhat strikes a balance between Tom and Dick. Sometimes he is that loving boyfriend who dotes on his woman completely. He would buy her red roses and whisper sweet nothings into her ear while stuffing a luscious banana ice cream sundae into her mouth. And sometimes he would turn on Dick mode and ignore his woman completely. He would disappear for days doing his own thing. His woman would call and text him frantically. He, of course, wouldn't reply. Okay, pop quiz time. Which girlfriend do you think is the happiest? Or rather, which relationship do you think is the strongest? Take some time and write the answer in the comments section below. Type Tom, Dick, or Harry in your comment. I'll wait here. Done? Great. The answer is, of course, Harry. Did you get that right? Yes? Putting your woman ahead of everything is a mistake. And so is ignoring her so that she feels like crap and unimportant. So, the Harry approach, which is between being a white knight and a dick, is the most effective. Get it? Okay, so let's recap what we have covered so far. 1. A woman cannot stand given the cold shoulder. If you want to spike a woman's interest in you, ignoring her will do the job. 2. Ignoring your woman excessively and you will drive her beyond the point of no return. This will destroy everything you have with her. So far, so good. You now understand that while ignoring a woman is powerful, there's a danger in overdoing it. So, what am I going to teach you next is something even more powerful. How to ignore a woman just enough so that you don't fuck it all up. Or, in short, I will share with you what we call the Harry technique. Remember, you don't want to be Tom or Dick. You want to be Harry, right? Before we talk about the Harry technique, here's something I want you to do for me. Have you subscribed to my channel? If you have not, then click on the big red subscribe button right below this video. By becoming a Fredo Hill YouTube channel subscriber, here's what you're going to get. You will be part of a small group of guys with whom I share my little known techniques on relationships. You've watched this video so far, and you deserve more. Join us and we'll always have your back. So click the subscribe button now, and once you have clicked the subscribe button, also click on the bell icon. This is important so that you get notified whenever I publish a new video. If you have already subscribed, click the bell icon now so that you continue to get all the good stuff from me. Go on and do it because I'll wait here. Done? Great. Welcome to the Brotherhood. To continue, let's revisit what the Harry technique is. It's the balance of being subservient to your woman, like Tom, and being a complete dick to her, like Dick. So the question is, about ignoring a woman, how much is too much, and how little is too little? The answer is this: it depends on how much she cares about you. If she is deeply attracted to you, a small amount of disinterest will give her enough of a shock to play nice with you. And yet, if she doesn't give a crap about you, she won't even notice if you're ignoring her. Sad, but true. Now, I am going to assume that she still cares about you, and yet she is getting less attracted to you by the day. And with the Harry technique, I will show you how to make her love you once again. You'll restore your relationship back to its happier times. How does that sound? You want that, right? Now, remember what Harry did. He would treat his woman like a princess, only to give her a cold shoulder before warming up back to her again. The idea is to put a woman through what we call the cycles of emotional roller coaster, or what we call the CER. Inside the CER, you will make her go through both emotional highs and emotional lows. So, first, you make her happy, and then you make her sad or angry. And then you repeat the process. Remember, you want her to cycle through her emotional ups and downs, again and again. Why does this work? Well, if there is one thing about women that you should know, it is this. Women cannot resist emotional drama. It's true. They simply can't resist drama in their lives. And that's why they are addicted to Hollywood chick flicks, soap operas on Netflix, trashy romance novels, and guess what? If you can be a provider of emotional drama to your woman, she will become addicted to you too. Now, enough of theory. Let's see how you can give your woman a good dose of emotional drama, okay? The first step is to give your woman an emotional high. For example, you can bring her to a fancy French restaurant. There, show her a good time. Wine and dine her, spoil her with caviar and champagne, pay a fiddler to serenade her, bring her home, profess your undying love to her, pledge to stick with her through thick and thin, health and sickness, make sweet love to her, make her swoon, even if you sound like a pussy. Bring her flowers and write her a card with a cheesy poem. Roses are red, violets are blue. Crap like that. Overdoing the affection is key. Got that so far? Good. Now, she might feel a little nauseous by your excessive show of love and affection. Female instincts are powerful. She may suspect that you're up to something. And then, your next step is to make her suspicions come true. It's time to pull the rug under her feet. And this is how you do it. Plan for another dinner date. This time at a fancier restaurant. Maybe at an hot cuisine place. One where people would pay $200 for a boiled shrimp on a mash of avocado. Hype it up and make her feel excited about the date. And then when the day comes, cancel on her. Tell her something came up. Keep it vague so that she keeps guessing. What do you think will happen? She'll be as mad as Donald Duck, that's what. She had imagined the fun that she would have at the fancy restaurant. She had imagined living the high life and taking pictures of the $200 shrimp on avocado dish. She had imagined showing off to her girlfriends on Instagram. And now, it ain't gonna happen. No doubt she'll feel pissed, right? That's the emotional low in the CER process for you. The angrier she is, the better this will work. What comes after this? Well, remember that you want to follow every emotional low with an emotional high. The next morning, do this. Surprise her. Turn up at her place without telling her. Bring her favorite breakfast. Or maybe, as a joke, your own version of shrimp on avocado, except that it costs you $2 to make. Grab her tight and kiss her. Make up an excuse, like your dog choked on a bone and you spent the night burying her next to grandma in the yard. She forgives you. Things seem fine now, until you get her on the path to emotional low again. Now, you might think, but Fredo, I don't want to hurt her. Well, I can understand that. I don't want to hurt anyone either. However, here's why I think it's perfectly okay to do this. The emotional pain is only temporary. It goes away completely when you make up with her. And nobody likes to admit this, but it's true. Men and women bond through emotional pain. Think about it long enough and you'll know that it's true. Trust me on this. You don't want a woman who has experienced only good times with you. A relationship which has only seen good days is fragile. And you know what? True love only emerges when it survives turbulence and emotional downturn. If your woman only wants to be with you during good times, then it's not true love, believe me. So, it's necessary to test your relationship by putting it through bad times to see if it survives. Most relationship gurus won't tell you this, of course, but not Derek Rake, whom you may know as the founder of the infamous Shogun method. Derek is a controversial figure, for sure, and yet I think he gets into controversy because he speaks the truth. And the truth is that men and women bind over emotional suffering, so don't feel bad for ignoring your woman, because your intentions are good. Now, there's another thing that you want to know about Derek Rake and Shogun method. The Harry technique is a simplified version of one of Derek Rake's technique. It's a Shogun method technique known as fractionation. With fractionation, you put a woman through an emotional roller coaster. Done enough times, she becomes emotionally addicted to you. And according to Derek Rake, addiction is a stronger emotion than attraction. This forms the core of Shogun method. It's not enough to get a woman attracted to you, you want her to be addicted to you instead. It makes a lot of sense if you think about it. After all, attraction can be temporary. It may be strong one day and be gone the next, right? Unlike attraction, emotional addiction can last for a long time. In some cases, it can be permanent. When a woman is emotionally addicted to you, she will need you like she needs air to breathe and water to drink. And guess what? When she's emotionally addicted to you, she can't quit you. Unless, of course, some other guy uses Shogun method on her. And if he really knows his shit, he will make her emotionally addicted to him instead. Scary, right? So here's what I recommend you do. Learn Shogun method. With Shogun method, you'll get 3 things. 1. You'll get the original source of the Harry technique, fractionation. With the Harry technique, you'll stand a fighting chance to save your relationship or marriage from going to the dogs. But with fractionation, you'll get much more than that. It will give you the ability to make a woman fall in love with you all over again, and you'll bulletproof your relationship from failing in the future. 2. With Shogun Method, you will be a master at love and relationships. Think of Shogun Method as the source code for the female mind. With this deep knowledge of the female mind, you'll see why she says certain things and behaves in a certain way. She will be an open book to you. You'll see through her every word, every action, like a pair of X-ray eyes. 3. You'll shield her from another guy who attempts to use Shogun Method on her. Provided you're more skilled at Shogun Method, of course. So, as you'll see, Shogun Method is the Rolls-Royce of relationship programs, and for a good reason. How do you learn Shogun Method? Well, here's the truth. Shogun Method is hard. It's not a crappy 30-page pickup artist ebook which you buy for $30. Rather, Shogun Method is a community, or a brotherhood of shoguns, formed by guys like you who want absolute mastery over women and relationships. Derek Rake founded Shogun Method in 2015, and it's still going strong today. So, Shogun Method is here to stay, unlike those pickup artists and weekend gurus. Now, here's the kicker. I can't tell you how to join the Shogun Brotherhood. As the old saying goes, when the student is ready to learn, the master will appear. All I can do right now is to show you the next step that you must take to be a shogun. Before they are deemed worthy of Shogun Method, every aspiring shogun will need to do this one thing: to attend Derek Rake's online masterclass on fractionation. There, you will learn the details of fractionation and how to use it to make a woman addicted to you. At the end of this video, a link will come up. Click on it and fill in your name and email. Then, if you qualify, you will receive a virtual ticket to the masterclass over email. If you don't receive the email, then it could mean two things. 1. Derek has closed the masterclass, or 2. You don't qualify. You gotta remember this though. Derek Rake has 100% control over whom to let in, and so if you don't receive a virtual ticket, there's nothing you can do. So take the important first step and apply for Derek Rake's Shogun Method Masterclass. Wait for the link to appear in the video, or you can click on the link in the video description below. Do it.